What up, though? It's your boy Goody.
And I'm Big.
And welcome to the Goody and Big Show. Boom, back at you again. You already know what it is. Yeah, Goody and Big, Goody and Big. Got a special show for you today. This I would like to call the 2020 wrap-up. We're going to wrap up 2020. And we ain't going to hold you too long either because, you know, one thing we all have in common, we've all been riding this ride along together since the beginning of the year. And it's been a long ride. It's been very wavering. It's been very challenging. Many have been lost. Some to never be found. Many have been lost. Some to never be found. You know, a lot of people died. You know, but yeah, we just want to, I wanted to tap in with y'all and give y'all an extra little treat and drop this for y'all on New Year's Eve today because, I felt like it was proper, it was due. And so without holding y'all any further, you know what I'm saying, you already know what it is. Goody and Big, brought to you by Goodfellas LLC. Check us out. We've been running. It's been a hell of a run. We've been, the channel has over 40, 50 videos now of content, but as far as episodes, we're at episode 24, releasing the new year. Sunday, actually, this Sunday. So, we just been working hard and grinding and, to those who've been on the journey with us, we appreciate you taking the ride. It's been definitely a journey, and I've definitely been loving it. And, stay tuned. Keep tapping in because, if you go to episode 1 until now, you'll see the growth. And we're just going to continue to grow and get that much better. And, we got big changes coming for 21. We got big changes coming for 21, but more in content. Big changes, but good changes, great changes, and we're just gonna keep ascending up. I know a lot of it's been rough for people in 2020 with COVID, but I have to. In COVID-19, birthed Goody and Big. There's that opportunity, you have to create your opportunity. You can't just sit and wait. And I have been waiting all my life, But once I got all this extra time on my hand and not working and being distracted, even when I was still working through COVID, out here, on the front line, exposed to COVID as any other, what would you call, what do they call it, needs workers, frontline workers, whatever the case, working in transit. So I was still dealing with the public through this COVID shit. Thank God I'm at home safe now. So what we've went through is unprecedented. Nonetheless. But, they say, you could take oranges and make orange juice, take lemons and make lemonade. You know what I mean? Teach a man to fish, he'll never go hungry. There's along the lines of those things that inspired me during COVID to start what I started, and here I am now, standing strong with a lot of content and a small following, but a little buzz. But I knew I wasn't gonna go viral. It wasn't my intent to go viral. I'll go sky jumping naked or something and go viral. That ain't the intent. The intent is to attract like minds. To attract like minds, and to converse intelligently, to push our culture forward. And I believe a big deal of pushing our culture, especially my people in general. I love all people, but my people in general, to push us forward, I think we gotta let go of a lot of things. Gotta let go of a lot of things, and it's hard to move forward if you know this to be true, even in your relationship with someone. You trying to leave them, but you keep messing with them, you keep dealing with them, or you keep having sex with them, you keep it's rough. It's hard to let go, you know. But here at Goody and Big, I challenge you to let go, to try, because I promise you, ever since I let go, I wasn't struck down from the clouds. No one struck me down. And once I started saying I don't believe in Jesus and the Bible, my life didn't go down. It actually went up. So that's neither here or there. Again, here we go. 2020 wrap up. Okay? Put on my glasses. I got a lot of notes here. We're going to dig through this 2020 wrap up. So, starting in January, well, for me, it started a little before. It actually started in December, late December, right before Christmas, around Christmas in 19, is when me and my whole family was introduced to COVID-19, which we didn't know what it was at that time. We just knew we were sick as hell. We didn't know what the fuck it was. Thought we had the flu or whatever. We don't take the flu shot, so. We was all sick as hell. My wife was sick for over 3 months for sure. I was sick for about a month, and the kids were sick for close to a month. Both. My son wasn't sick that maybe a couple weeks, but I thought I was dying. But nevertheless, to start out our year, my household had COVID-19. I don't know, I don't know about everybody else. Like I said, this was before they announced it. So we start our year out. If you're paying attention, a lot of things I'm going to go over and speak on you might never heard of. So I challenge you to go look into them and dig into them. One thing about me, when I hear things, I jot, it's okay. Go ahead and get your notebook. I'll give you time. Give you a little time to smoke. Get your notes, pull out your notepad or your phone, whatever. So you can dig out some of these things. Like when I say some of these things I'm going to say, you're going to be like, what? No way. Write it down and go look it up. And you'll be like, oh, way. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. But I challenge you out there to not only pay attention, of course, but you're going to pay attention because that's why you're here, but to actually challenge me, and the things that I'm saying. And that'll open up the dialogue for people to dig deeper into things, and maybe we can both uncover some gems together. See? So we started out the year. I was talking about my household, but I can't do that. I'm going to talk about all of us, what we all know, what we've all been a part of. And the bushfires. There's a lot of bushfires and burning fires in Australia and in California. Right? In Australia, it was over 18.6 million. Wait, hold on. Yeah, 18.6 million acres were burned down to the ground. That's, a lot of trees. We need trees to breathe, the air, right? Also, killed about 1 billion animals. So like I said, that's killing nature. Not only are all those trees, 18.6 million acres, that's a lot of land. Put this one out because I'm about to go in. That's a lot of land, See, we can be distracted by everything, but you have to understand, if there's no trees, there's no air. You understand? So that's, and then you're killing the animals. Over 1 billion animals of all sorts together in the conglomerate of, there's no just one species. 1 billion animals altogether, died. So that's killing nature. The trees and the animals right there is killing nature. You must pay attention to things like that. We need nature to live. The earth has been strained and strained and strained. We cannot continue to ignore the earth. The earth, we need the earth to live. We need the trees. We need nature. We need the animals. The Lion King, the circle of life, that's real, So you got that. Then Trump used a drone to assassinate the Iran general. On some GTA cyber op shit, he had a drone and he killed the Iran general for the shit that was, he said he was a terrorist. He had to go. So Trump got him out of there. That brought us close to World War III, if you remember. Okay? That brought us close to World War III. Was tripping, people were, you seen the articles. We was getting in the heated. It felt like we was on the brink of World War III. Now, that could have just been fear-mongering, because these are what fear-mongering you're going to hear again is very prevalent to what we talk about, because that's the main tool used to coax and work this whole situation. Worked whole 2020 and many, many years prior. So Iran wants Interpol to arrest the president, Trump, for that assassination. But nothing happened. A lot of things just come up, boom, and then they just go right away under the rug. Speaking under the rug, the kid with the organs found a couple years back in the school, black boy, 15, 16 years old, wrapped up in a gym mat with all his organs missing. And then to replace his organs was tissue. So, but nobody knows nothing. See what I'm saying? Just sweep it under the rug. Amber Geiger shot Botham Jean. It's important. Amber Geiger. She shot Botham Jean. She's a police officer. She walked in his apartment and shot him, and then said that she thought she was in the wrong apartment. Killed the man while he's eating ice cream. Black man. Yeah, that happened. She got 5 years, 10 years. She got 5 years. She probably only did 15 days. She's probably... A lot of things get swept under the rug, you know. Some guy ate a bat in China, of course, bringing us COVID-19. That's the story they fed you at first. It was the bat virus. They called it the bat virus at the time. Trump called it the bat virus, which has today killed over 500,000 Americans. And because of that, well, 500,000 people is killed. COVID has killed over 500,000 people, but approximately over 128,000 Americans here in America have died from COVID. About probably 82 to 83 to, well, I'll say 87% of those are recovering from COVID. Because of that, brung the Great Repression, or Civil Repression, whatever, again, over 2,100 million workers are unemployment or jobless right now. But during this time of need, Congress and Trump responds by giving us the CARES Act. Gave us the CARES Act, which was full of pork. And when you know what I'm talking about, pork, there's plenty of pork on the new COVID-19 relief bill that just got passed recently by Trump before the new year. A lot of pork for the rich and exporting capital in the CARES Act. But a lot of people got $1,200 checks and $600 for the kids, and everybody was fine with that. While that was happening, the economy had collapsed. That's why they came up with the CARES Act, and that was just to bail out big tech and business. Big business and big tech companies got millions, while we got $1,200 checks. They got $12 million, and they got bailed out of the crisis. We got crumbs. We keep paying, right? A little money that we did have went right back to them. But then we got the mask. And you've seen what happened to Jim Carrey. Government stalling, playing with people's lives, dangling the carrot, fear-mongering. Yeah. COVID numbers boosted. You go, you know, when it first started, you just watch this thing, and I've been paying attention. These numbers are just crazy. You can't believe in any of them, but the numbers are the numbers, and they give you what they give you, and that's the data they go on. And the numbers are inflated in many areas of the system, which is flawed heavily. So boosted numbers in COVID. We keep coming up with new new bigger, each day here in Minnesota is a new high day. I don't even know where it's at now, but every day it seems Governor Walz gets on the TV and says we have a new record high of deaths. Notable mention, Governor Walz was going to provide COVID relief for Minnesotans specifically, and had a bill all ready to go, but some kind of distraction happened, and he was going to give everybody $500. Don't matter, it didn't happen. So, moving on. Trump got impeached, or they attempted to impeach Trump for many things. All his friends went to jail, including his son-in-law, who was his secretary advisory something. His son-in-law, Kushner, the Kushner guy. And all his friends and Kushner, his son-in-law, and him were were being charged with abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. Okay? Abuse of power and obstruction of Congress. Which, if there's obstruction of Congress, that means there's someone or some people or something getting in the way of how things are naturally supposed to happen. There's some fraud happening, some bad things happening, if you don't know what that means. Amongst that, the people that went to jail, including his son-in-law, Kushner, there were charges of treason, human trafficking, organ harvesting, which, right now, COVID-19 has killed so many, but COVID-19 has nothing on human trafficking right now. Human trafficking is at an all-time high. Organ harvesting is at an all-time high. Just like I said, the boy that they found in the gym mat, I forget where that's at, but I'll put it here when I find it. I believe it was in Kentucky, but they found the black boy, and they probably erased that now. You probably won't even see it, but everyone knows that knows. If you know, you know. He was wrapped in the gym mat with all his organs missing. And the story gets even deeper when you find out details about it and powers to be involved in that situation. Which is all relevant to 2020. Moving on. We lost Kobe and Gigi. And Kobe's those that know me know I haven't watched sports in almost 10 years now. I know nothing about sports, but at the time, I was the sports junkie. I could tell you anything and everything you needed to know about it. But I couldn't tell you who's in what now. I just can't. But everybody know me know. I had the coldest pair of Air Forces, custom-made Nikes, whatever. I love Kobe. I loved Kobe, and I hated to see him go that way. I'm not trying to be funny, but, Jordan's still here, and life ain't fair. And I love Jordan. Jordan's a great basketball player. But, I want to say Kobe's a great basketball player, in my eyes, the actual GOAT. And, of course, you can't go disrespect Jordan because Jordan was the original GOAT. But Kobe took Jordan and upgraded him, pack-a-punch that joint. And, from what I know, Jordan didn't really do a whole lot to help anybody. And he most certainly definitely invested in jails. So, for Kobe, I can't say that. I can say Kobe did things and opened up centers and youth centers and did things to help people and give back. And so, in my eyes, it's just unfair. Like, damn, Jordan's still here, even though, Jordan lived his life. I ain't saying he should be dead, but damn, Kobe gone. And then his daughter died too. And I don't believe in coincidences. Around the time of his death, he was in a court battle, a big, big court battle with Big Pharma. I don't believe in coincidences. Moving on. Rest in peace, Kobe. That boy was cold. Mamba mentality. Hashtag Mamba mentality. Takashi 6ix9ine snitched on the whole Trey Wade, we don't fold. Trey Wade, blood gang. Takashi 6ix9ine snitched on all of them and is even still trying to take down members of, all of them went down, but they're still trying to take down, other names. But, I'm not that guy, so I'm not going to mention those people, but definitely trying to, but but people have to realize, you know, Takashi, if you didn't realize he was the biggest distraction, you see a kid with rainbow hair, he's a clown. He's the biggest distraction, and just like Daylit said, or his Daylit's alter ego that he plays said, oh, we like him. He's special to us. He's special. He's a special kind of white Mexican. So Takashi was a very special tool for the elites to use to troll all of you and to also usher in snitching, which, you know, people always snitch. Takashi wasn't the first snitch, but now he's the one that took the snitching label and made it okay. Like, I'm out here, I did that, and what? You know what I mean? So yeah, it pretty much introduced snitching and normalized it, just like they normalized pedophilia and everything else. Speaking of pedophilia, Prince Harry and Meghan renounced their royalty. Coincidentally, I don't believe in coincidences, my bad. There's a video out where a naked teen was captured on camera by some tourists escaping from a building. Looked like he was naked, trying to get out of the building from like the 3rd or 4th floor, which was allegedly Buckingham Palace. I know there's been some Mythbusters or whatever, fact checkers that said it was another building. Also, the emblem got removed from the gate of the Buckingham Palace too. So yeah, Prince Harry, they renounced their royalty and they just want to live normal lives now. After this incident happened, not saying this was the only reason they did, you know, but it just seemed weird. So they just out here living normal people, and they gave up and the crest emblem is off of the gate now. If you know anything about that, comment down below. Harvey Weinstein, decades of accusations, decades, and now a decade is 10 years, decades. Pay attention, decades of accusations and no justice. No justice. Decades of accusations against Harvey Weinstein, no justice. But it is good to note that they did catch Epstein, and he killed him. He hung himself in the jail before he could go to sentencing or something like that. But Bill Cosby, decades of accusation, well, not really, but whatever, you can go back decades from people who have conjured up these accusations, and he is in jail. I think he may be out now, but he did about 5 to 10 years, maybe 5 years. I'm not sure. He might be out. I'll post it. I'll find out. But he definitely went to jail. Let's talk about some good news, huh? Shall we? Justice reforms are getting better, right? Because of Meek Mill and Jay-Z and everybody. And Kim Kardashian, you know, justice reforms are getting better. The show Cops was canceled. And Angie Mama Syrup, which I miss, is off the shelves. You know anything about those things? Comment down below. George Floyd, we all know about that here in Minnesota. Officer Chauvin put his knee on George Floyd's neck for, I think, 9 minutes, killed him. It's pretty crazy. It was televised, one of the most televised things I've ever seen. And they tried to blame him for him killing him. Like, it was your fault he killed you, but he's dead so he couldn't hear it. So then we got protests and riots here in Minnesota. Everybody went crazy, rioting, looting, fires, cops, KKK. We've witnessed it all here in Minnesota. You ask some boys in Minneapolis, they'll tell you they was battling with the KKK every night. And some still are. National Guard came in, Black Lives Matter, George Soros, KKK, blah, blah, blah. Biden versus Trump. Biden versus Trump. It's been the biggest thing of the year. And Biden won. Finally, finally we got here. We got there. It was a ride. Boy, they put on a show. And Biden is the elect president. And in January, Biden will become the president of the United States. And Trump is done for, but he claims that he still is the president. He won. So there's a lot of controversy with that. But Biden is the president. And boy, what a power struggle and zoo the White House is right now. It's just a zoo. Congress, all that is just a zoo. Okay. No one talked about the murder hornets this year. You know anything about the murder hornets? Not here in Minnesota, but just in period. Yeah. There's a lot of things. Murder hornets, the earthquakes in Puerto Rico. Nobody knows about those. They happened. Earthquakes in Puerto Rico. Still no clean water in Flint, Michigan. I did say we was going to talk about some good stuff. Damn. Russia allegedly there's information that Russia has put bounties on our troops that are out fighting, so that would explain some things. Trump and Putin are buddies. Biden said as soon as he gets in the chair, inauguration in January, I think he said, fuck that. He's already started back working with the WHO, World Health Organization. Kamala Harris, first black vice president. So we got Obama's the first black president, and now Kamala Harris, the first black vice president, of the United States of America come January, and potentially could be run for president in 8 years from there. Megan Thee Stallion, Times Woman of the Year. She had a rough year. She had a rough year. Motherfucker shot him in the foot. I'm hurt in the foot. Dealing with all that shit with him, and Taylor Swift still can't rap. Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, she got Woman of the Year. Times Magazine, Woman of the Year. Check it out. Yeah. Also, Breonna Taylor's mother presented Cardi B with Woman of the Year award as well. You can't make this stuff up. Just 2020 wrap up. That's all. I'm just giving it to you. Do with it as thou shouldest, or as thou wilt. Yep, Breonna Taylor mom. Why would she be doing something like that? I don't know. I think why would Sarah have more pressing things to be worried about? Well, that's what she did. And, there you go. 2 Women of the Year from Vaccines is here. Normally it takes up to 2 years to authenticate a good vaccine, and we did it in 9 months because it's very unprecedented. It's very unprecedented that we were able to come up with a vaccine for COVID-19 in 9 months. But it's here. And Dr. Fauci says the black community doesn't have to worry about the vaccine being safe because a black woman helped create it. A bipartisan COVID relief bill was made. We spoke on that earlier. With no COVID relief. I'll say it again. A bipartisan, meaning Democrat and Republican, came together on this bill for COVID-19 relief for the people who are out here down bad, don't have nowhere to live, don't have no money to eat. A lot of people are really, but you don't know that on the high horse. You don't care even to think of it. So they provided a bill for COVID relief, which provided no COVID relief. $600 to all Americans. I think even foreigners get more. Trump delayed that bill and said there was a lot of pork on it and said people need more than 600. He wants to push for 2,000. Hut, pump fake. Biden says it's just a down payment. Nobody, don't worry. It's a down payment for now. When I get in office in January, I'm gonna take care of y'all. Democrats say, yes, we back you, Trump. You're right. 2,000, we're with it. We're gonna draw it up and get it done. Then the Republican that's with Trump in the GOP blocks him. Blocks the deal. McConnell blocks the whole deal. So now we gotta wait. That's what's going on there. And then finally, Trump did sign the bill Sunday, late Sunday. The deadline was midnight Saturday, but they just tell you anything. And Trump did sign it Sunday, late Sunday, I believe. And so the bill is the $600 to all Americans, $300 boost in unemployment, extension of unemployment for 11 months. And all the pork, all the money's going, all the exporting capital, all the exporting capital is going to keep exporting. And that's what the funny thing is, Trump said he didn't want to sign it because it had a lot of fat on it. It had a lot of exporting capital. But then he doubled back and he signed it. So that's going again. And again, you got to understand each time they sign a bill, there's pork on it. So if you don't eat swine, you ain't got the time. You feel me? So Trump signs COVID relief, and now Americans getting COVID relief. Not really, but that's the 2020 wrap up in a nutshell. I didn't want to hold y'all down too long. Happy New Year to all. I hope that your 2020, you made it through. If you're here, you watching this, you made it through 2020. It was rough, but sometimes it's in that rough where you can find that diamond. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was able to do with Goody and Big. And the future is just, the future is open for anything now. We got a lot of things we're working on here at Goody and Big and at Goodfellas LLC. We're doing a lot. We got the music podcast up, the Mike podcast. That's banging. Really different type of atmosphere and good vibes. We're just going to keep it coming for 2021. I went hard in 2020. Know that. If you ain't paying attention, I know you is. I went hard, and I'm going harder. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going hard. Yes, we're going to keep coming with this heat. I hope y'all had a good 2020 as best as it could be. I hope you was able to make something out of nothing. And if not, I hope you can make your 2021 even better. And if not, make it something. Because you can't wait forever for your opportunity. You got to go create it. With that being said, it's your boy Goody from Goody and Big, a.k.a. Fella Good. You already know, Mr. Euro himself. Yes, signing off. A little special treat for y'all New Year's. Y'all be safe tonight. Have a good day. Watch out. Keep your eyes open. Until next time, definitely tune in to Goody and Big on YouTube. Yeah, a lot of content there. YouTube, like, share. And if you like what we're doing, subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Yeah. We're on all platforms. Fuck with us. Goody and Big. You already know. We love y'all, man. I love y'all, man. I appreciate this opportunity to be able to share my world with you. And within that, maybe I can enhance you in some way, shape, or form. Y'all have a great day again. Be safe tonight. Happy New Year's. May 2021 bring you prosper and positive vibes and positive energy. You can't keep doing the same thing expecting different results.